it's middle of February, and because of that, we're taking on a little adventure. Going to Lee Canyon today. Just so you know, it's 60 degrees mid-February, and we have a ski resort that is just minutes from Las Vegas. So a lot of people don't believe that, and or are surprised to hear that. First time back to Lee Canyon in a lot of years. I took ski class here at UNLV 1992, 93. Yeah, I'm old. But it's great. 45 minutes from Vegas. You can't buy a ticket at a counter. You gotta buy it at a kiosk. That might be normal. I haven't been skiing in a while. But everybody's super nice, no lines. Just ski right up, get on the lift. Yeah, it's beautiful up here. A little hazy and smoky because there's some prescribed burns. They're doing some controlled burns up here, which is great. And help prevent wildfires. So yeah, here we are. We'll get you some more shots and show you what it's all about up here. I worked at a ski shop in Vegas when I was in college. It's called McGee's. It was called Ski Chalet first, and then McGee's. Yeah, met my wife there. Maybe I'll tell you that story. So I'm a salesman. I don't know how old I was, 20, 21 or something. I sell skis and bikes. And I'm up at the front counter. It's on Sahara. And this girl walks in. And this is a terrible analogy. But I think I said before, each of the dogs that I've had, don't get the wrong idea, right? I knew instantly, this is terrible. I'm taking that dog home. I didn't think that, there was something special about her, I guess is a nicer way of saying it. She walked in this little blue dress, and she wanted a job. And she had a resume, and I looked it over with no authority. I'm just a lowly salesperson there, and probably not well liked because I got in trouble a lot, but I did good. I was one of their better top salesmen, but not toot my own horn, but anyhow, she gives me the resume. I look it over. I look her over, you're hired. She's really? And just then, when I was starting to make some progress, Mark, the assistant manager, pushes me out of the way. Just get the hell out, what are you doing? And so she quickly realized that I was a con. No. I was creative. And anyhow, she got hired, and then she'd outsell me because she'd sell these silly suits and clothes and crap that was so expensive. Anyhow, I'm not taking anything away from her. You did a great job, Christina. Yeah, that's the story. So we worked at a ski shop. So this mountain's a perfect size, I think, because you could just rally down, just carve a bunch of turns without stopping. And then right when you get tired, you're at the bottom. And then jump right on the lift and you get your rest. So it works out pretty good. Some of those big mountains, it's I can't handle that. But yeah, it's pretty mountain. Not a lot of people. Yeah, met a few people along the way here and on the lifts and stuff, and that's cool. Bartender, electrician, chef, cameraman for the nights, sixth grader. It's people from LA teaching their kid to ski. They said it was $300 to learn how to ski here for their kid, and it was $1,000 at Big Bear. So they came up here just to
just to give lessons and stuff, and it's way less crowded. And the conditions are actually really good. About half the time I get on the lift by myself. It's just like how not crowded it is. But good opportunity to share a thought. There's just I had a friend of mine in high school. His name is Steve, and I always thought it was the weirdest shit. But then I always thought about this thought that he said. He's like, I would always take pictures and videos when I got a video camera and stuff, and they were like the big ones, the VHS ones and whatever. But he wasn't about that. He didn't like the pictures. It's not that he didn't want to be photographed or anything. I think he was fine with that. He just didn't care about having photographs. And it's like it just kind of didn't... I'll probably misquote him, but it was something like he didn't need the memories, or what do you need that for, or whatever. And I always thought that was just wrong. I just thought it was wrong. And but then I think about more and more, and it's like, why do you need photos? You know, like, is it to share with others that weren't there? I don't think that's what most people do it for. You know, is it to recall your memory? Is it to live in a different moment? You know, like only in those good times and not be present where you're at? Because I don't think you can be. Can you? Can you be present in the moment while you're recalling past times, good times, better times, whatever? You know, I guess it depends for everybody, but I mean, I fully understand it for like lost loved ones and things like that. I'm sure there's occasions, but I don't think that most people, when they're taking the photos, know what the intent is for. They don't think they think about it. They just think, oh, I should have a picture of this, that sunset or whatever. I'm guilty of it. I do it all the time. But I think, like I said in another video, is like, when do you watch them? When do you look at them? And do you want to? I mean, if you think about it this way, if you took half your time taking photos and then the other half looking at them, which, I mean, I know that's an exaggeration, but sometimes that's an easier way to break things down if you really exaggerate it. Like, are you ever really living in the moment? I don't think so. I don't know. It's just, I'm not saying what's right or wrong, but I think a consensus is, yeah, you should have pictures and photos and memories and stuff. And I don't know, Steve didn't believe that, and kind of makes me wonder as I'm taking a YouTube video of myself right now. Anyhow, that's it. It is so perfect out here right now. It's almost warm. Maybe it's 40 degrees. It's really not expensive. You can book online here, and they price it based on the volume. So if it's not very expensive, there's a snow bike. Check that out. You know what that reminds me of? I want my $2 from Better Off Dead. That's funny. But if you book it online in advance, you save a bunch of money. Like this ticket was, that's a whole other story. It's supposed to be $70. I was trying to buy it. I didn't have the Wi-Fi hooked up, so I went inside, like, now you gotta buy at the kiosk. And the other guy's like, my boot just broke. I don't even get to go. Can I have a refund? Like, no. He's like, here, you want to buy my ticket? I'm like, sure. And they're like, you can't do that. And like, all right. So I go to try to buy mine, and it's kind of being a pain in the ass. And he goes, here, I can't sell it to you, so I'll just give it to you. So he gave me his ticket, and some money fell in front of him. So I didn't buy it. He just found money. Coincidentally, at the same time he gave me his ticket. I asked him his name. I won't say his name, but it's a very Hispanic name. He said, you're a Mexican today. I said, hell yeah. No hay problema. I didn't say that. But, yeah. Anyhow, if you buy online, you get a $10 credit towards food, I think, or maybe the store or something too. So the food was good. My first time coming skiing by myself. It's kind of fun. You meet all sorts of people. Just met some Cubans. Just got kicked out because they brought their own alcohol. Didn't know that they're not supposed to. So speak some Spanish, you know. But yeah, it's meeting all sorts of people. Found my Cuban friends that got the boot. They're like, "You want a beer?" Like, no. Hey, you want to say hi? Viva de Cuba! Sí, amigo. Say hi to my friend. Say hi.
¿Quieres un saludo en español o en inglés?
En español.
En español. Bueno, aquí la gente de Cuba, un saludo. Esto es fuego con el FBI. It's fire with the FBI. It's the fire.
Conditions were good, and yeah, they're expanding. Not trying to, you know, make this more popular and more crowded or anything, but at the same time, you want to support it, you know, so it stays around. And I think that's an important thing for people to do. It's kind of selfish when you try and keep, you know, your favorite spot secret or something like that or whatever. Not that this is some secret, but it you got to support it, right? Otherwise it just won't be here tomorrow. So yeah, just take a look from the parking lot. Oh, what is like out there? Big cliffs. Mount Charleston is like 12,000 feet, over 12,000 feet, right outside of Vegas. Yeah, cool spot. Come check it out. Lee Canyon. This whole endeavor to not care and putting these videos out there is, there's a big difference between putting a video out and not caring what people that you're not around and don't see and whatever, they're somewhere in Florida or New Zealand or whatever, what they think, and not care what they think, and you don't even know, or you might not even find out. Big difference between that and not caring about what the guy sitting right next to you on the chairlift thinks, you know, or whatever, people you're like in their presence. That's a different deal. That's next level. I'm not at that level. I didn't record anybody today. I recorded one guy, but he was the drunk guy that got kicked out. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really want to make it about that or whatever, but I guess just for me, it was eye-opening to experience that. I'd be like, oh, yeah, I think I'm getting better at not caring about how cringy some of these videos are, all these videos are, or what I'm saying or what I'll look like, you know, when I look back on it in 5 years. But yeah, if there was somebody sitting right next to me right now, that'd be different. So anyhow, I'll get there. I will.